Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I figure I'd do a little cleaning on one of these, on this here for the Xbox One. And what it is that all the buttons work, I mean this works too, but it seems to be like this, you know, in the up position when you put it back. It's like how it's supposed to be back to center, and it's it's like sticking. So as it's sitting in center, it's still like it's up like this. And I think it just needs a cleaning. I was the only one that's ever used this joystick over the years, and you know, I hardly used it. So you know, all the buttons and everything works, but it seems to be sticking, you know, not going back to center. So I figure I will use some alcohol, and obviously I will have to pause the video and let it dry. But let's take this thing apart. I don't think I've ever taken this one apart before. That comes off, just in case you wanted to know. That's where it goes. And it's really touchy. I haven't figured out how to adjust that, because I'll push the button and it will go, like if I push G, it'll go G G G G G G instead of pushing it, because it's very touchy. I haven't figured out how to adjust that, so that when you push G, for instance, it's just one G instead of a bunch of them. It's very, very touchy. But all right, I figured I'd just do a little video. It's not gonna be like a complete teardown or anything like that. It's just basic, just a little video. See, as you can tell, I have taken the sticker off before, but let me see if I can find the right tool real quick. It looks like a T9 bit, which, if you can see it, it's one of those weird ones. As you can see here, it's got like a little hole in the middle. Sort of looks like a star on the outside of it. Anyway, I think that's the one we gotta use to open this thing. Let's see if it's the right one. Yep. But before I do that, let me we gotta get these. It's kind of dirty. We need to get these off. And they're not really that easy to get off. So let me see if I can somehow get in there to pry it open here. These are not easy if you've never taken them apart. If you've never really taken them apart, you could end up, hopefully I don't break it. See how hard that is to get off? They make it look easy in the videos when they tear these down, don't they? But they're not easy to open. Yeah, I'm struggling getting that. I almost had it. Almost had it. Alright, I'll show you how to do it. If you have one of these little things, I already got that one off. But you want to go on the edge. See how it is? And go on the edge of it. And you want to push it in there. Kind of push forward. And be careful, you don't want to break them, but there's a chance you can break them. But just be careful when you trying to play with it a little bit to get them off. And these little clips, see. But anyway, yeah, so you want to go on the edges of them. And you don't want, you know, you could probably do it from here. I probably wouldn't do it on this side. But so if you first get the joystick and you're going to take those off, do it this way and go to the point of it right here, and then put it in here, and then pry it like how you saw on this side. But I did get it started, but that's how you, and then to be very careful when you pull them off. Don't go like, just kind of do this and kind of, you know, feel your way to take them off so you don't break them. But that's how you get them off. It took me a second to figure out. But I'd use this, something like this, some plastic, kind of firm on it. But see, my little screwdriver kit came with that. 2 different ones. This one didn't do a very good job. This one here did a better job. Okay, well, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this alcohol. It's 91%. You want it's as close to 100% as possible. So meaning this has probably got a little bit of water in it. 91%. But anyway, let's just get these screws out here, and let's work on getting this apart enough. So basically, I'm gonna use that alcohol and I'm just gonna like give it a little bath on that joystick, that thumbstick. That's basically what I'm gonna do. I don't want to tear this down all the way if I don't have to. Listen, I didn't take any pictures. I'm gonna be able to take any pictures of it all, but let's see. There's one screw here, and it looks like there's 1, 2 on each side here. So there's 5 screws total. And all 5 screws look like they're the exact same ones. And again, this is a T9. Is what I'm using. Like I said, it's got a little hole in it. See if I can get it up there. But yeah, it's got a little hole in the middle. Not all of the bits that you buy have the little tiny ones. You have to get a special kit, because you know you can get them all. So this is the kit, and I remember buying this one here. Pardon the dirtiness of it. I remember getting this kit. It looked like it had everything. You know, it had the Ys and all that, but they're still too big. So I had to get another kit. So make sure you get, it has the ones you really need, because if you don't, you'll end up you'll be like one size up or down from what you need, and you won't be able to open stuff like this up. That's just, they did that on purpose for security reasons. They didn't want you messing with it. Especially back in the day, it was not easy finding these kits. Back in the old days, like in the 80s and 90s, you needed stuff like this to open like the NES cartridges and stuff, which I think was the Y bit. And I'm issues getting that one. I thought it was on there, but it wasn't. But you should just be able to, once you get all the 5 screws out, you should be able to go right to where the joysticks are. You shouldn't have to desolder anything, or anything like that. It's just a matter of opening it up. Okay, that's 5. Let's see, that's all of them. And basically, you just turn it around, and it just comes off. See, it just comes off. Nothing. There's no wires or anything hooked up to that part. Okay, so now it comes down to this one right here. This is the one I'm having problems with. And I think they pop off. And they do. They just pop right off. And basically what I'm going to do... See, I'm having problems with this one. I hope it ain't wore out. Because sometimes they're wore out. See how it is. And basically what I'm going to do is... I'm just going to put alcohol in it. I'm just going to put some of this alcohol in there. All over. Just give it a nice little soaking. Now before you use this, before you do it, you want the alcohol to dry, because sometimes the alcohol, since this is 91%, 91 proof, it might have a little bit of water in it. So I'm probably gonna let it put a fan on it or something for a little bit, blow in it, you know, try to. But anyway, I'm having issues with this one. See how this one's no problem. None of these are. All the buttons and everything's fine. It's just this one right here. The main one you use to control your characters and games and stuff. This is more of the camera to move the camera around. But this one here is the one I'm having problems with. And but I'll probably put some more alcohol in it as well. I was going to use a Q-tip, but which I can still do. I'll just throw some more alcohol on it. Now this here is just like if it's dirty or something. But a lot of times these get wore out, and if they get wore out, then you'll have to order a part for this. But it looks like it might be a little dirty. See some of it on there. But this right here, this here, and this here is what detects everything. But anyway, so I'm just basically just cleaning, doing the best I can to kind of clean it a little bit. But I'm probably gonna put put more alcohol in here and kind of sort of like washing the dirt out of it. And then I'm pretty much gonna just let it dry, and I'm not gonna turn it on right away. Because like I said, it's not 100% that alcohol, isopro or whatever it's called, and I have issues saying that alcohol name because I don't have it in front of me, the bottle. But yeah, you just do the best you can to get it in there. But you just kind of mess around with it. And I'm gonna put some more alcohol in it. Now I don't know if I can take the rest of it off with no problems. I don't really want to take it all out, but I think I just lifted it up there because I didn't take pictures of it. I don't have a camera on me, but I think it comes off. Quite easy. Well, I don't know, easy, but I know the whole thing will come out, which I started to do there, and I didn't want to pull it out, but anyway, so all the other buttons are fine. It's just this button right here, and so I'll put some more alcohol in it, kind of give it a nice drench, some in there, kind of and just wobble it around, just shake it around there, kind of try to break it free. See, like when you put this back on, See, when you put it back on, it see how it's supposed to go. See, this one goes back. See how that one goes back real easy? This one isn't doing it. See, this one might actually be going on. It might be wore out, but it should bounce back. See, there it goes. See, it's on one side. But remember, it's going to go inside this, which kind of helps bring it back. So if it's like right there, it'll come back. If it's like way up there. But see how, again, you see how this one doesn't have a problem at all. It's this one. So this one might be getting wore out. I don't like that it's starting to wear out. So if I pull this one off, yeah, see, it still does it. See, it's still doing what it does over here. I think it's right when you to a certain part, certain amount, and it comes back. See, certain amount, and it comes back. So that's normal. So that's normal then. So it might not be wore out, it's just dirty. But I don't know, I'll do this one too while I'm at it. I'll put a little bit in here anyway. Might as well. And just spin it around. Yeah, see. This one's really good. Well, see how it stops again? So that's normal. Like I said, it has a dead spot. Once it gets to that spot, it'll stick. But so in other words, they move like this, and then come back. They move like this, and then they come back. So you're thinking they're going way over here, but it might not be going all the way over there. It's probably going about right there, and then it comes back. And I think that this here stops it from going all the way. But yeah, and you just mix it around. Hopefully it fixes it, because I said everything works on this joystick, even this one. But it has, like I said, it has that drift issue. So hopefully it's just dirty. But what I'll do now is I'm going to put it in front of a heater or a fan and let it dry, because it's still a little wet. Remember, this is 91%, so it's got water in it. So I want to make sure this is dry before I plug it in. Which they, like in a lot of repair videos, you have to, they don't tell you is you've got to dry it. If you don't have 99% isopo, whatever alcohol, if it's 91 or whatever, it's got water in it, so it will be wet. It will be wet, so you have to let it dry. You do not want to plug this in while it's wet. And so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pause the video and get it to dry, and we will check and see if it fixed it. So what I did is I put those thumbstick things back on, and I'm just temporarily gonna put this over on top of it, just to as a cover. Now if you look, you see it's how it bounces back, when before it wasn't doing that, because of this top piece is helping it. See, let's see, and then I'll test it on my Xbox, and I will point the camera at it if it fixed it. Just as I get it loaded up here, I'll go into settings. A button. Every system has their layout of the X and the A and the B and the Y all in different ones. It looks like it's still skipping a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's still skipping a little bit. Let me go into controllers. Yeah, it's still doing it a little bit. Of course, I don't have this tightened up too. That might help too if I tightened it up. But this is just to see if I need to clean it again. If I need to go through it again. It says, yeah, it's very touchy. Back. As you can see, it's still doing it. See how it's still... And then it stops. So it's a little better than it was. See how it stopped? See, now it's working okay. See, now the left, maybe push it down. That's weird. Of course, remember, I ain't got this tightened down either, so I might be pushing other buttons. See. A button. See, now it's working again. See, all the buttons work. See, the left one, it's not staying. See, what happens is it would stay like that, and I'm holding it right now. But see, I let go of it. See it go, and see, it did help it. It did help it. But I'm probably gonna have to do it again. But I probably won't do it on camera since you already seen it. But what's gonna happen is that I will go through it again and put some more alcohol in it and work it a little bit more. And then since it's getting colder, I have the space heater. So I'll just have the space heater on it to kind of dry it out real quick, since it's getting colder where I live now. So I gotta have the space heater on a little, just for a few minutes here and there now, because it's starting to get really cold. It's fall going to be going into winter soon. But see how it works now. Now what I'm doing is see. See, it's working. It works. Before it would stay like this, so it did help it a lot. But when I push the button down, it wants to go out. It wants to go back out. So, but it did work. See, it did help it. So, but I will do it again, and you might have to do it a couple of times with alcohol, depending on how what your percentage of alcohol is. You know, isopo, whatever it's called, isopropylene. It's a tongue twister for me, but depending on your proof, depending on your proof. See, before, like I said, it would stay like that. When I would let go, it would just stay there. See, now it's working. So it's way better. But I will have to clean it one more time. And you might have to do it a couple of times, but remember, you want to dry it out first. Make sure you dry it out, because I only have 91%. A lot of people have like 93, 95, 99. 99, that's a lot harder to find. You have to probably order it online just to get that anymore. But anyway, I'll just have to clean it one more time, and then I will show it one more time. Hopefully, I'll put it back together though, and we'll see the results. It's way better than it was. So that's a great thing. It did help. So I don't think it's completely wore out yet. I think it just needs to be cleaned a little better. And if you have that their alcohol or the electronic spray stuff for electronics that is non-conductive, that would be better to use. But this is all I have, and like I said, I'm just basics. I just do basic things like the majority of people do. They don't have all that extra stuff. But yeah, I'll go ahead and do this one more time, and then I'll let it dry, and then we'll put it back together, and it should be a lot better. It is better now, but when I push the button down for that, it seems to freeze up for some reason. So, like I said, it's not put together, so I think it might be pushing a couple buttons at the same time. But all right. All right, let's see what happens again. It looks like it did it. It's a lot better now. See, now I can push it and it doesn't shoot me out of the menu. It's still I would say that it's getting very 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 close of having to be replaced. That one's getting really close to being wore out. But the cleaning did improve it tremendously. See? Remember, I was pushing that before, and it would just shoot me out of this menu. So now it's working. So there we go. It did help. It did improve it. It was really dirty. I think if I had some better cleaner in it, the spray in it, instead of using this, it would be even better. But it did do the job. So there you go. Nice little video. Trial and error here. As you can see, all the buttons. Everything works. Everything works. It was just the left one. That one right there always seems to be the one that has more problems than anything. Because you use that to control the characters on games and stuff. And it bounces right back. As you can see. See? It bounces right back. Remember how it would stick? This here keeps it from going too far up, I think. But well, there you go. And it's and this is loose. I didn't tighten it yet, so that's another reason why. But see, let's see, it's doing it again. Now it seems to be that the left L button, when you push it, when you push it in. There we go. Yeah, it's probably starting to wear out a little bit, but it did help it a lot. So if you have this issue, try it. Just be careful. Remember, let it dry first before you plug it in. And I know that some have the batteries hooked. They put batteries. They don't use the wire. They don't use this. They have the batteries. A lot of people like put the batteries in it so they don't have to mess with the wire. But make sure you have all that out before you and let it dry, and and then give it a go and do it. You're gonna have to do it a couple of times. I might have to do this one more time, but I think I'll do it one more time since I have it open. But there, you know, that's what you have to do to fix them. And that's just with these two. Like I said, if I was going to do all this stuff, I would have to tear the joystick down more. Of course, there's videos out there for complete teardowns, but this wasn't a teardown video. This was just more of a, you know, like a quick fix of if you're having this one drifting, or you're having this one drifting. To do these, you would have to take it down just a little bit more, take it apart just a little more. But I didn't want to do that because all the buttons were working. It was just this one here. This is the stubborn one right here, because this is the one you use the most. And so I'll probably do it one more time, but it did fix it. It might be temporary, or it could give it a little bit more life. But eventually I might have to order a new part. We'll see how much those are. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Maybe, you know, not now, but maybe way down the line, if it continues to have problems, maybe I'll fix it. Because it'd be better just to fix that part than to buy a new joystick. These things are like $60, you know. Some of them are over $100. I know that this system is kind of getting old, so you might be able to get the joystick a little bit cheaper. But back in the day, it was $60, and you notice that a lot of them are still that. And the newer ones, the S's and the X's, they're up there, you know, $60+. But this is an older system, so you might be able to get them a little bit cheaper, but they'll be used. Maybe you can find a new one. But thank you very much for watching this. I will probably show it back together when I get done here. And basically we're going in reverse. You put that screw in first. You got to hold it together like this. And so I just did that one. And then you put in the other screws. This right here. Self-explanatory. And I will get back to you in a sec. And these here only go on one way. See if you can't put this one on this side. See how it's off? It's off-centered. See? They only go on one way, which they go over here. This one goes over here. And you just snap it on. Just like that. And the same thing with this one. Just line it up and just snap it on. There you go. And slide this back on unless you got batteries. There you go. It's all on there. It's good to go. And it works way better. I cleaned it 3 times. It took me 3 times to do it. But you can see it on the screen, but of course I don't have it aimed up there. But to show you that it's back together and it works. It works way better. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I gotta show you this. See? All good. All good. Everything works. Everything's good. Isn't that nice? It did work, but you gotta clean it I had to clean it several times though. But thanks for watching. I hope that helped a lot of you out there. On to the next video.